Reason 1 million why I am a loner and I'm not very fond of people. I'm not a Drake fan. Okay, I've talked about this before. This has nothing to do with the fact that, Kendrick Lamar said he's a P word. Okay, you know what I mean? This has nothing to do with the way he looks. I'm just not a fan at all. I've talked about this before. I don't like his voice. I don't like his style of rap. I try to listen to his stuff. It just was not hitting. It was just flat. He sounds boring to me. He makes me want to fall asleep. Okay, so I'm not a fan of his at all. I do like Kendrick Lamar. Okay, I like him as an artist. To me, I think he's one of my favorite rappers. He's a conscious rapper, and Kendrick Lamar also kind of mirrors my mentality of, I remember in one of his songs in one of his the latest album, he said something along the lines of, "I don't fuck with niggas. I go out and hide it, and I come out." You know what I'm saying? So that's sort of like my attitude. I don't really fuck with people like that. I just stay in my own lane, and it is what it is. And Kendrick Lamar's lyric is very deep, very powerful, resonates in my soul. So shout out to Kendrick Lamar. This is not a comparison between both of them. I'm just being honest. I'm not a fan of one just because the style of music, style of rap, persona is not really my thing, and then one speaks more to my soul. Not a problem. But let's talk about Drake. I've talked about this before that biracial people are not black. And some people always have some type of opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? To me, it does not make sense when someone is 50% black and 50% something else. Somehow, y'all erase 50% of that because Massa says something about the one drop rule. Okay, whatever, Chad. It is what it is. To me, it's common sense. It takes 50% of genetic material from a mother and a 50% of genetic material from a father to make one whole child, okay? Drake is 50% Caucasian from Canada and 50% black, okay? He is not a black man. He is a biracial man, and that's okay. But yeah, I don't make this man black. Not a problem. I also find it very interesting that y'all gassed this man up so much. And again, that's why I actually went to go listen to Drake to see what the hype is about. And I just don't see it. It's not just Drake, Chad. Some of these new artists, I try to listen to what they like. It's just not resonating to me. But yeah, I love them. Yeah, I giving them Grammys. If you like it, I love it. It is what it is, Chad. At this point, it is what it is. Okay. Y'all hyped this man up. He was the GOAT for the longest time, and I don't understand how the terminology GOAT is attractive. But I guess greatest of all times. Yeah, I don't gas this man up so much. He's not even American. He's Canadian. You gassed him up so much to the point that I feel like he felt untouchable. He felt invincible. He felt like his ego was just on fleek. That's basically what it is, okay? To the point that he got way too comfortable and he picked a fight with the wrong one. Okay, now I'm not really quite sure what started the beef between him and Kendrick Lamar. I really don't give a shit. I don't pay attention to celebrity gossip and celebrity drama, but I highly doubt that it was Kendrick Lamar that started it because Kendrick Lamar seems like a person who just chill, he stays in his own lane and does his own thing. But I have a feeling that it was probably Drake because y'all don't gas this man up so much to the point that he felt so invincible that he picked fight with the wrong person. And now Kendrick has released a song titled Not Like Us and everybody is dragging Drake. I guess it took Kendrick Lamar to release a song to remind y'all that that Drake is not like us. He does not have our skin struggles. He does not have our skin privileges. I'm not saying that light skinned people don't have struggles. That's not what I'm saying. Light skinned people, they have struggles that my dark skinned ass does not relate to. White people have their own struggles. I cannot relate to a white man's struggle. I might be able to relate to the man struggle to a certain extent, but when it comes to skin tone, light skinned people have a different type of struggle. Black folks, dark skinned black people, light skinned black people, Afrocentric black people, even black women, all of us, we all have our own individual struggles. But I find it very interesting that now everybody's clowning Drake to the point that this man has been slandered. He has been made fun of. Like people are just dismantling this man. Like I feel like I'm in a fucking matrix. I feel like this is a dream, and I'm confused. Wasn't this the same person y'all was hyping up not too long ago? To the point that I went to go listen to his album and I couldn't find anything at all in his album. Y'all went from praising this man, putting him on a whole high pedestal, to dismissing and dismantling him and laughing at him and making a big, big fool of him on a world stage. You see why I don't take people serious? Today they praise you, they gas you up, and then tomorrow they slander you. The same people. The same people. What part of when one of you has fallen, all of us has fallen? This is assuming that y'all still think of Drake as black. Because again, I've never thought of him as black, but y'all love to say that every one drop is black. But based on your analogy, isn't this our brother? Isn't this our brother who is deserving of redemption, forgiveness, of love? Can you imagine what that black man is going through right now? Should we be celebrating? Hell, you got non-black folks who are celebrating this man's downfall, and everybody's just laughing, just laughing. You see why I don't take this word serious? You see why I don't? I just when sometimes when I get some of these compliments, I just roll my eyes because I just know what time it is out here. True love is silent. True love is still. True love is unconditional. True love will feel when you're in pain because when you are in pain, I'm in pain. We all suffer. A friend indeed is a friend in need. If you don't have someone in your life, if you have someone that you claim you love, yet you don't have what it takes to love that person unconditionally, regardless of how fallen that person has become or becomes, then that is not love. Yeah, I did the same thing to P. Diddy. I gave my opinion on P. Diddy when I was in Amsterdam. Shout out to the people on on TikTok who understood my point. Yeah, I did the same thing to R. Kelly, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other people too, and a whole bunch of other people to come out. How yeah, I praise these people, gas them up so much to the point that they're able to capitalize off of their talent. But then in the moment that these people break character, they're no longer worthy of your grace and your love. And you're just there laughing at these people without realizing that this is a reflection of our own collective emptiness. This illusory community, we call it black community, Black Lives Matter. But if Black Lives Matters, how come we're not there to protect our own? How come we're not there to at least put ourselves in our own situation, to talk sense into them so that they can come out of this broken place, as opposed to adding more filth to what they're already going through? Child, sometimes I just feel like I'm just wasting my breath because I'm just wasting my breath because they're not gonna listen to this. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Our pain is so deep in this world. As black folks, our pain is so fucking deep. Whatever the fuck Massa has done to our heads, that shit is deep. It's gonna take Jesus to come down from the fucking ether to wipe this shit off, because our pain is deep. It is deep. It's deep. So I'm just gonna take a nap, chat, because yeah, y'all not listening to shit. And I do want to add that y'all are also doing the exact same thing to Kendrick Lamar. Right now, Kendrick Lamar is being hyped up. He's the GOAT now, Chad. He's the GOAT. Everybody's celebrating Kendrick Lamar because he is, he is the biggest black man on planet Earth, doing the exact same thing to him. But I wouldn't be surprised if that man slips again, just like Drake. Y'all will do the exact same thing to him and laugh. Just everybody and their mama will just come out and just laugh. We will all just laugh and have a good old funky time. I do want to also use this opportunity to remind y'all. There's a verse in the Bible that says something along the lines of, I think that was Jesus that said something along the lines of, to go to the prisons to visit people who have been locked up. The reason I believe that Jesus said that in the Bible is because he understands that the people who have been locked up, especially people who have been unjustly locked up, the reason why you should go pay them a visit is because their spirits is probably very low at that moment. Think about it. I know a lot of people have not been locked up before, prison, jail. I don't even know the difference, chair. Most people have not been incarcerated. But imagine being incarcerated. Imagine the type of shame that could bring to you. Imagine how that could slow you down. Imagine what that could do to your mind. Imagine what that could do to your spirit, especially if you committed something very heinous, especially if you committed something very laughable, very embarrassing, very shameful. Imagine what that could do to your soul. Your point of going to see them in jail, in prison, is so you can help build their spirits up. Because as long as you're human, as long as you're alive, as long as you're breathing, it's not over yet. When one of you is fallen, all of you is fallen. When one of us is fallen, all of us is fallen. But I bet y'all didn't read that in your fucking Sunday school Bible, whatever the fuck y'all be reading. But y'all will go to church on Sunday and praise Jesus. Because we're all wonderfully made in the image of God. Chair, please.